What is up? Welcome back to the penultimate episode of this series. Last time out, you can see we had a very successful December, November, and October, conceding just 2 goals in the 90 minutes of football every game, bar the cup win against Leicester City, which I think we've actually done pretty good to manage that. We conceded 2 goals. Three goals all month. 2 goals in all of the Prem. And you can see here, heading into January, the final transfer window of the season, we have Arsenal in the semi-finals. We have Peterborough in the Cup. Looks pretty good. You can see we have just a Prem tie in February. But yeah, we're not doing too bad. Obviously, we'll show the FA Cup. I'm not going to show the Carabao Cup because I do have a feeling we will be facing Arsenal again. We faced them in the league for the final time in February. I'm just going to show you this now. This is the March schedule before anything else. For the first time, it's like this. We play one game. One. In the whole of March. We have a bunch of games in April and 3 in May. But the schedule changes have happened. We have a ton of games to play. But I'll see for the first game against Peterborough, where hopefully we don't succlude to being knocked out. Alright, we're here for the game against Peterborough. I don't know what league they are. I might have a quick look. Well, thing, but they play a 4-2-3-1 with tiki-taka kind of possession style. I'm actually curious, what league are they in? Because I am kind of curious to find out who's where. They are dead last in the championship. With 3 wins, 6 draws, 17 losses. So this should be an easy win for the boys. So easy, I'm probably just not going to play the big ones. I'll play Yeboah, since we didn't play him. We'll play Diogo Leon, since I didn't play him in the United game, which we won 1-0, thanks to the only striker we have. That's consistent enough. Don't think that makes sense. I'll keep Banzer in. He's too good to keep out. I mean, 91 rated for a keeper is a joke. Like, look at him. I was looking, and I'll be honest, was looking for a right back. Before the Peterborough game. Before we started, I didn't see anyone. I mean, the best players are all in the Prem, and I kind of don't want to go out and sign someone from the Prem. I want to sign people from other leagues, as that's the prowess we have now. And there's one good person, and they're from PSV, but they're the same rating. They just have really high potential. It's kind of no point for half a season. Obviously, the career will go on. I have ideas to how I finish the final 5 years of this career. It just will not be in YouTube format as Leon to Marinda to Mr. Wood. Well, I did say at the start of the episode, we're hoping for no giant killing. Dead last in the championship, with 3 wins to the name, and we haven't lost a game all season, except in pre-season, which doesn't even count. Yeah, I think we'll be fine. That is a really good goal from Wood. And inside 4 minutes, we already take the lead. This could be a game that is 7 or 8-0 if we want it to be. Oh, let's do a repeat. Slightly less power this time. Diogo Leon can't get his head onto it. And I guess that is that attack over. If the scoreline finishes 1 or 2-0, I'm not going to be disappointed. It's just, can we keep their chances to a direct 0? Because that would be lovely. And Diogo Leon, that's a good tackle, but I don't know why you didn't get ahead of your man. Don't know why they didn't take a shot just then. Interesting. They had a chance to shoot, and they decided to take it back to the halfway line. We seem to have a lot of promise down this right side with Wood and Willis working really well together. Wood will then play it across. Fernandez will join into the scoring action and pretty much already stamp our way through to the 4th round of the FA Cup. Nice win. Didn't want to jump, and it worked for him. Fernandez plays Dominic Willis through. Dominic Willis will make it 3 before half-time. It's just quite simple, to be honest. It's really point celebrating goals. I mean, I already see empty seats in the Peterborough Stadium. I mean, that's just disrespectful to the Peterborough fans. That's disrespect from them to their players. You're leaving because you're getting thrashed by the top Prem club. Just in terms of strikes, that would have caused a lot of chaos having that gone over the defender's head. I mean, I haven't scored a goal since these guys have came on the pitch. Second I say that, Mane's in. Mane will make it 4. I just said, oh, but they haven't scored a goal. What do they do? They actually show that it was worth getting on the pitch to play. I mean, we should have about 5, to be honest. Kirk gets pocketed. Kirk gets pickpocketed so much, but I think it's just that first touch that kills us. But it doesn't matter. 4-0. I mean, shocker. We didn't score more. That's probably the only shock. The amount of chances we had, it should have been 5 or 6. But we do enough. 4 goals. 4 different players, I think. And it's just going perfectly well. Yeah, it is 4 goals, 4 different players. And that is perfect to know. Okay, we are here. 3rd of February. At the end of the January transfer window. And we are against a team that doesn't look so good. And as you can see at the bottom right of your screen, we have a newbody. A new person that was once a player of ours, like Sousa. Fredrickson has joined Leicester since we last faced him, I'd imagine, in the Cup. And we speak of it, we've gained 2 points on City, and we actually had a flawless January. We drew 0-0 in the first round of the first leg of the Cup even. We won 1-0. We've won every other game, 2 or 1-0 as well. Obviously we have Tottenham in a week, and we will be facing Brighton as the second game in March in the Carabao Cup final to potentially make another thing. Also, I was going to show you the transfers that we made. All loanees, you can see 44 players. We let 4 players go out on loan. Was not a centre back. Poole was already confirmed to go on loan to United. It's actually grown quite a lot. Kind of backs up my idea of not signing a right back. We got another CDM from our academy. We scouted Austria, and Malta, and I can't remember the other country. But we are scouting another 3. We're scouting Cyprus, Belgium, and Guinea, or however, the country in South Africa. Not Africa, South America. We found Lucas Egger, high potential, 63 CDM. We also let Sifontas go on loan at Liverpool, 82. I'm just kind of letting his rating go up. I don't know. I might just sell him. Then obviously Bowman's been out on loan. We got another right wing, so it was Sweden. Gustav Svansson. a right wing, and we signed someone's brother. Obviously, if you've been only watching this from when we entered the Prem in Season 6, you won't know him because he barely played for the club. But he left like 3 seasons ago. We signed Mark Gretsch. We signed the younger brother of the Maltese striker that we found in the academy in the very first season when we scouted Malta. It has been 10 years, and I will show you kind of where he is now. If I just quickly do this before we get into the match. I know, a bit too long, but you can see here we go, striker. Mr. Tyrone Grench, 74 rated. His brother has got the potential to be even better than him. He isn't really growing that much. I don't think his brother has playstyles though, so he kind of has an advantage. So what I might do is kind of in the 2 areas I want to do for the career. Sorry for my coughing. As we head into this game, well, I just have this conversation. I'm doing 2 saves after this game. One I stay at the club, one I go away. I'm using both just because why not? I want to reunite the Grange brothers. One's out on loan for the rest of the season, even though he only got promoted. And we're against Leicester. And Mane's had a header and a chance inside the opening 3 minutes. We're going to hope that we can keep Souza and his teammates and Fredrickson a bit quiet, because it'd be nice to say that Fredrickson has done nothing for or against this club, as Mane is offside once more of the Leicester City defender. But obviously, handballs do not count. That has not been a rule for years, especially just for inside the box, because there'd be so many penalties given away. Mane gets the better of his man this time, takes the shot, it gets deflected back into the path of one of the Swiss centre mids. Barreri will score the goal, the opener, and grab his 4th goal of the Prem campaign. I mean, we're keeping Leicester City very quiet. The attackers very quiet. Souza and his friends very quiet, which is lovely. And now Kirk has it, and he can find Grievous. Oh, that is absolutely fantastic from the 2 wingers connecting. And Gervais only scores his 4th goal of the Prem campaign. He's been lacking in goals this season, but he's been making up for it in assists. Kirk has been the assister out of the 2. And the goal scorer. He stepped up his numbers from last season. Just trying to play around this. Russo and Jacquet aren't allowing it. It should fly to Banzer, who will just throw it to Mane. And he'll get the attack going until Barreri decides he wants to be a nice person and give the ball away. Back to Thomas. Voyager. It will fall to Eze. There's not really any point of saying, no, that troubled the keeper. Peter. Gervais. Mane. Is in. Gets the space. Takes the shot. What a hit. And it's 3-0. And it is absolutely mode comfortable. And time to make some changes in this side to keep the squad nice and happy. What a hit. How you beat them. How you beat them. Willis to come back on the pitch after his infection. I will give Ferreira and Conte a little go. And Goodabali can come on the pitch. Why not? Goodabali can go on the pitch. Last action for Mane. Willis on the pitch. Obviously, he would have been playing a couple more games last month, but he picked up he wasn't feeling well and then picked up a virus before the Arsenal game. And Peter looks to send him through. You speak of the devil. And he just appears out of nowhere. And he'll take his goal with his very first touch. Would shoot that when it was meant to be a standing tackle in case Barreri didn't win it. Speaking of Barreri, he's on the ball now and he's going to play the ball back to Ethan Wood. And Wood will cut in. Oh, he takes away. Oh, that is fantastic. Sells the defender some car insurance. And he will pick up his first ever goal in the Premier League. The regen. Pulisic's regen, I believe. And it's an absolute demolition job. It's better than what we did against 24th in the Championship. And it's 19th in the Premier League. It just goes to show you that in the FA Cup, teams play a lot harder. As you can already tell, it is gone. It wasn't 6. Willis didn't want to make it 6. Understandable. Keeper to clear. Us just to try and head it back. But it's 5-0. And another step closer to back-to-back Premier League titles. We're happy. The players are happy. The fans are happy. In this final season. And we are just loving life. Being a dominant force in world football. Final game of the episode. Against Wolves, who've just came off a 3-1 win. Against City, which now means our gap has extended despite us drawing against Bournemouth 0-0. We're now at 18 points. I don't understand how. We've conceded 2 goals all season. That's the bit that's surprising me. It's just the goals we've conceded. But 18 points, we now can win the title. As we found out Dortmund, so this is kind of the funny time as well. So we faced Dortmund in the round of 16, not for the first time. We can win the game. We can win the league title, either Forest or against Man City. We're at that stage where we can win the title against Manchester City. At home, against them. They're our fight. Newcastle could actually be the fight, though. Newcastle are 1 point behind City. But we need to do a job. We need to beat Wolves with a scoreline better than what they beat City. Because a 3-1 result was very good. We beat them 1-0 last time. And Gervis looks to make it 1-0. But the keeper will have other ideas. Gervis inside the box should whip this. Diallo should get a header on it. He does get his head on it. And it'll fall to Kirk. Thanks to Jaquette, but that is a deflection effort. But Barreri is very good at stealing the ball and playing an over-the-top through ball pass to Mr. Mane. He's very good at striking those ones in. And it's 1-0 inside the opening 10 minutes. And we've made our first couple attacks actually matter. And more importantly, count. And it looks like we have just had a way better success in choosing who we sign. Diego Leon to Peter on the edge of the box. He's going to hit one. What a goal. And from defence to attack. You can't get any more clinical than that. Peter, edge of the box, gets past the man. Has a defender in front of the keeper. But I don't think the keeper was saving that regardless. 2-0. 2 brilliant goals. Pay attention too much to it, but the Eagle 100% has landed a long time ago. And just hasn't been bothered to move ever since. But Wolves are knocking it around. Very lovely. Forces a save from Banzer. So Wolves are threatening a goal here to try and stage a comeback. Gervis, again, misplacing passes in vital moments. But he finds one there. Barreri to Mane. And from a missed chance from Wolves, we then take our chance to extend that lead by a further goal. I mean, I don't know what that pass was there. That's meant to go to Peter, but I guess. Speaking of chances, that's a penalty. Diallo, what are you doing? He just tries to get ahead of Camarda. He's now going to have a penalty. Goes left side. We tried to bait him. Panzer wanted to go right. He wanted to dive to the left. Just didn't move over close enough. Good finish. We just started a bit more left. We might have been able to save that and keep the clean sheet. That's our third goal conceded in the Prem. Where I can get to Gervis out wide. Russo. Yaboa. To Kirk. Gets tackled. I was about to say foul, but it wasn't really a foul. Just going to play it back to keeper. They're just keeping the 3-1 result. We couldn't do better than City. But at least it's a win. We've done the reverse of what they did last week. We've won 3-1. And hopefully that's more points gained on City and Newcastle. Be quite nice if it was, to be honest. 2 goals from 4. Could have had a hat-trick. But it doesn't really matter. Just one step closer from the title. Alright, it is the end of the month, February 28th. And you can see there, we beat Arsenal. A grand total of 1-0 because Arsenal don't like to play football. No matter who the coach is. You can see there, next game is against Birmingham City. Which means, when you look at the draw, we will face the winner of Chelsea or Brighton if we beat Birmingham. Obviously, you've seen earlier, we're against Dortmund in a 2-legged affair. And I can't believe I'm saying this, but we'll be facing one of the 2 teams we've already faced this season in either Munich or Real Madrid. Fun. I hope it's Real for my sake, because I know I can beat them very badly. Now let's have a look at the Prem, because I don't know if we gain points. Oh, we will not know until next episode. I think Man City are playing today, the 28th, in the game. Yes, they are. Well, we hope they lose. So do Liverpool for their sake. We're actually not doing that bad. We'll be 21 points clear if they lose. We will find out, actually, in the matter of a day. You can see there, 3 updated youth reports. We'll actually do those as well. We'll just do everything. And I don't know. It's 18 points still. They won. Darn it. Well, that still means the City game could be potentially the game where we already win the trophy. You can see I'm not lying when I say these here. So we will go from CD, the right back position, and we already found a left mid. We don't need attackers. Good right back, but we're not going to sign anyone. That will keep going for the rest of the season. CDM, we found a good centre mid. We'll keep scouting the rest. And Guanai, absolutely nobody. Well, that has been it. Unfortunately, next episode is the final. Before we take a week break. And we should have a Florentina save. Should. If not, it will be the German League free agency thing. 1 season per episode from that. And that could take us up to around March, April time. So I hope you enjoy the rest of your day whenever you're watching this. And leave a like, tell me what I should actually do, Florentina or the German league. And yeah, I will see you next time. Peace.